everybody. Wait for y'all to get here. I'm making some coffee. Hopefully people start joining. Hello to everybody joining. What's up? What's up? Let me know in the comments if you can hear me, see me. Is it showing anything on Facebook?
I can't find it.
Yeah,
it says iTrackBites.
You have to go to iTrackBites. Does it show anybody on?
Yeah. Can I on your phone? No.
No, because I do that.
Well, that's funny.
Do you have iTrackBites on your Facebook?
I don't have a Facebook app.
You don't have the Facebook app?
I have no store.
What human are you? You're not even a human.
They're trying to break me and I get.
What's up, everybody? I see people commenting. I just can't see that far.
It says, howdy, hi, we got Martha Stewart in the house.
Martha Stewart in the house. First, I want to give a big happy birthday to my lovely wife. Hello, continued. On Instagram, if you haven't, gave her some shout out for her birthday. Everybody tell her in the comments, happy birthday. She turned 28 today. So cool. I'm making my Keurig coffee so that way I can have some coffee to go. You know how I do. Yeah, I hope you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me good in the comments? I can't really read anything. Can you see it, Caitlin?
I don't have to be.
My sister's here to moderate. You can't.
Yes.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I see a lot of people saying hi. Hello. First meeting. I can't. Oh, they're telling you happy birthday, Britt. Okay, my coffee's almost ready. So I hope you guys are excited for this live tonight like I am. We are going to, I was thinking last week I was with Ashley and Paul, and we were talking about things about Thanksgiving, about what we eat, etc., and what we bring. And I thought it would be really cool tonight to kind of go on and kind of show you guys a new dessert that I found. And they're mini apple pie cookies. They equal out to 2 bites on the Carb Conscious app each for minis, or they're 4 for big. So the recipe does 24 minis or 12 regular size cookies. We're going to do minis tonight. So I got the mini cupcake liner or cupcake pan. The recipe it's from WW Pound Dropper, I believe. This will all be on the iTrackBites. I believe that they're going to post it on the blog and all that stuff maybe afterwards. And I will have it in the community section on the app. I have the recipe made. I just have to take some photos and all that stuff for you guys. But we'll out to 2 bites. Let me see if I can go on here and it tells me a little bit. So they are for each one. So when I go to 24, let's see. Oh, edit. We're making minis, so it's going to be 24. They are 2 carb conscious bites, and they are only 68 calories each. Fat is 0.9, carbs is 14, fiber is 0.4, sugar is 5.2, and proteins for 1 for it all. So it's going to be a little bit higher on the sugar smart, considering the fact of, let me tell you why. Because it didn't go as planned. I was supposed to get no sugar added pie filling, apple pie filling. I couldn't find that. So our Dollar General, when I left church or prayer tonight, they had regular, so that added more calories to it. And I also had regular applesauce instead of unsweetened applesauce. So for you to get it to 1 bite on the Better Balanced Sugar Smart plan, you need to substitute those. Also light butter, I used regular salted butter. So this is literally like I'm using, I'll get into what it is. Let me just get my coffee because I'm talking. I know, I'm so weird right now. All right, everybody. So I hope you guys are excited for Thanksgiving coming up next week. I actually go on vacation with my job on Friday, so I will be out of the office until like December 1st, and I'm so excited. My wife has some kitchen remodel things that we want to do, so this will probably look different next week, so I'll have to show you guys on my personal channel. I'm rambling, I'm so sorry. But yeah, so let me know in the comments what you guys are planning on bringing to your Thanksgiving. I know Thanksgiving is going to be a little different with the pandemic going on, but hey, we still have to go on with our lives. And even if you have a very small gathering for your Thanksgiving, this is going to be an awesome dessert for you to bring, and you're already going to know what the bites are. I think that's like what Ashley and I were talking about last week, was that it's good to know what's worth it and what's not. And my thing is, if you know, like she was saying, like the green beans, you know, bring the green beans in the crock pot, you know, that's zero. You know that when you do this and you use literally regular stuff like I have, the only thing that is kind of sugar substitute that would lower the bites for me is I used, not Splenda, what's the other one? Stevia. I use stevia sugar instead of regular sugar, or Splenda. So, but if you go to unsweetened applesauce and you go to no sugar added pie filling, this is going to lower the bites anyways, because it's going to lower the calories. So I figure let's go ahead and get started. One thing that it did tell me to do is, so I have the can of pie filling right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. But they're big slices of apples, and they want me to cut them up. So I'm going to first start by cutting them up. Let me get some gloves. I'm going to be a pansy. All right, just so I don't get all sticky. You guys can hear me okay and see me?
Yes, they can.
I just want to make sure, Caitlin. My sister's here to like moderate for me, so. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and dice up these apples. You could also, the recipe on WW Pound Dropper stated that you could even get like 2 large apples rather than doing the apple pie filling, and added some water and some sweetener and stuff, but I wasn't going that far. I just bought the canned version. What?
You can tell that you did not work in the kitchen.
I don't work at a kitchen. Guys, I'm an executive director at an assisted living facility. I don't ask my head chef and my dietary people. I get drinks for the residents. That's about it. What? This is a comedy too, guys. Don't know if you guys knew that. You guys were in. Anybody asking questions? Probably not. They're probably like, "What the world?" I'm hoping that Jeannie and Hiba doesn't come on here because they're our food blogger ambassadors. They're gonna be like, "What in the world are you doing, Jordan?" Hoping everybody's staying safe and staying healthy.
Somebody said, your countertops are so clear of clutter. I can't keep my family from piling stuff on mine. Envy.
Well, that's my wife, because my wife threatens me.
Oh, I love this, Paul. For someone who used to own a restaurant, I would expect his dicing skills to be less elementary. That's literally what we were saying.
Stop, Paul.
He worked in the kitchen. That's why he's, yeah.
PR
I mean, he worked in the register.
Yeah, I did PR for the restaurant guy.
That's what he called it when he wasn't working.
Mm-hmm. All right, so ingredients. We have 1 can of apple pie filling that I just cut up. We have 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. We have a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and we have a 1/4 teaspoon of allspice. We have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. We have 3/4 cup of, it would be unsweetened applesauce if you were trying to light it up, but this is just no sugar added applesauce. And then we also have 2 cups of the sugar substitute, which I chose stevia. What you're going to do right now is get the butter.
Did you have to drain the pie filling?
No, I did not drain the pie filling. All right, let me read this to make sure. I've looked at it 50 million times.
I love it too. It's like, did you drain the pie filling? And in your mind, you were like, was I supposed to?
Was I supposed to? I'm going to see where it says that you could use the, let me see. Okay, so like for the fresh pie filling, what it says you can do is you can use 2 cups of apples, peeled, cored, and diced, 2 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice, 1.5 cups of water, 3/4 cups of a sugar substitute, 2 tablespoons cornstarch, half tablespoon cinnamon, 8 teaspoons salt, 1/8 teaspoon nutmeg. See, that's why I bought it. That's too much. Gotta get the salt like Julia Child. Is your mom watching, Brittany? That's awesome. You put the sugar? Alrighty. Let's see. So I've already preheated the oven to, oh, it's 375, not 350. Whoops. Just be another couple minutes for the oven. So I got our KitchenAid mixer, and it says cream together it's supposed to be light butter, but I'm using regular salted butter. Because this is a good recipe for somebody, honestly. This is God's honest truth. If you're literally just today, like we had talked about, I had another member on that I interviewed a couple months ago, that she was just like, when she started Carb Conscious, she didn't change anything in her kitchen or cabinet. She literally just went in and was like, you know what, today I'm starting, and she made SpaghettiOs, and she did that because she made it work. That's how I am tonight with like everything I have. It's not sugar substitute. It's not nothing. It's normal. It's just like what you would decide that, hey, oh crap, I'm going on Carb Conscious or I'm going on Better Balance tomorrow, but like I am grocery shopping, so I'm using what we have on hand, and that's what this is.
They're saying, are you going to have the recipe online? And I think you mentioned who the recipe is from, but you'll post it, correct? Yes.
Yep, I will post it. I'll put it on my personal Instagram, Clyde's Daily Life. And then I think the iTrackBites social media team is going to post it on the blog maybe. But I will also have it in the community. And then I will also post it. I think I can post it, take a screenshot and post it on our iTrackBites Facebook page. So that is what I'm going to do. So in large mixing bowl, you cream together the light butter, unsweetened applesauce, and sugar substitute. What? What are you talking about? The pink Himalayan salt? You wouldn't use that?
No, get your actual salt. All right.
Don't use the pink Himalayan salt unless you're on keto, like Ginny. Alright, so I'm going to put this in the KitchenAid. Get it mixed up a little bit.
Oh, I love Paul.
Yeah, at Paul, no, he is most definitely not the pioneer woman, and it is not magically done. So at the end of this, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I'm not. Who's that? Rachel Ray or whoever it is. It's like, oh, here it is. Already baked. They told me I should have. I just go with flow, guys. It's going to take just a minute or two to cream the butter. Churn the butter. Why? I know, but I don't want to tell you. See, look, the butter just almost flew out already. Did you see it? I'm scared. Okay. So what are you guys planning on bringing to Thanksgiving? You guys got a dessert already or different things? I should have like probably melted the butter.
Jennifer is bringing pumpkin pie.
Ooh, pumpkin pie. That sounds amazing. Cheese ball for Rachel. Yes, that's what we should have made. I can make that. Huh? It's almost done. Oh, hey, speaking of cheese ball. This is what we were talking about last one that we put in. It's from Amish, like the Amish people. It's a Southwest dip mix. you put this inside of your cheese ball and whip it up. It makes it more of like a spicier type of cheese ball. It's really good. All right, we got that part done. Next thing we do is we add the spices and flour and salt. Will you need the regular, or I'll put the salt now? It just says just a pinch of salt.
Corin says, was asked to bring a ham, making a pumpkin pie and crab and avocado. Bites? I've never heard of that.
We went, I don't know if you guys have like a Strecken and Tills or anything by you guys or whatever, but we literally just got our turkey for 29 cents a pound. It was literally like $8 for a 25-pound turkey because my wife does it every year. Then we're going to mix it. My wife is the baker, just to let you all know. So she's
Getting a full meal from Bob Evans, which is one of my favorite.
How you do it?
Apple pie cookies, right?
Yes, apple pie cookies.
I think you actually got pumpkin. Ashley says, after Jordan and Paul Fee roasted me for not knowing what a cheese ball is, maybe I'll have to make one now.
Yes, we'll do that next time. We'll do that next Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Alrighty, add that. Blah, blah, salt, stir until combined. I'm going to add pour into filling into separate bowl using a chop up. Okay.
And then Brenda, Jordan is from Indiana, if you're asking about him.
Yes, I am from Indiana, so if you're wondering why I do things differently, and I'm left-handed.
I don't think that has anything to do with your chopping skills.
They're good. Oh.
Beverly's making a cheesecake homemade. Oh.
Ooh, that sounds so good. Okay. Spoon. What?
You can't expect me and Brittany to be on here with you and not make fun of you the whole time.
I guess. I'm thinking it's probably going to be easier just to... I love how it's like feedback. It's just
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, hold on. Do you know what it's supposed to look like?
Yeah, it's just supposed to be like a, I don't know the words to say.
Like
It looks good. Yeah, it's like a pie crust if you roll it out. This is just saying that you, so right now we have this done. And I'm thinking like, it says to do, Mike, if you can hear my kids, I'm sorry. But I'm thinking maybe you think we should cut it and then roll it and then just smooth out instead of taking it in spoonfuls, I think is what I'm going to do. Does that make sense?
I don't know what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm going to like roll this out, not really roll it, but just shrink it out a little bit and then kind of get it to where it's cut up in. I feel like we should have had some like music playing in the background or something.
Kristen, the recipe, he's going to post it. He got it from, what was it?
WW Pound Dropper.
WW Pound Dropper.
Yep. You can actually look it up on Pinterest too. or it's the Pound Dropper. Maybe it's not WW Pound Dropper. It might be. Let me go to the very top. Her blog is called just Pound Dropper, thepounddropper.com.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I was going to type it in there, but just on my head.
All right. Can you please tell them the Scott's name?
I don't think it's too loud, but I'll go.
So combined spray. Okay. Is that pretty good already? It's supposed to be 24. We're making 24. So I'm trying to do them in little like dough balls, if that makes sense. Because what this is you're going to put this on your liner or your pan, and then you're going to like make it into like a little pie crust, if that kind of makes sense. And then you're going to put the pie filling on top of it, so it comes out as the as a cookie type thing. But they're like, they call them cookies, but I would probably say just like little mini apple pies.
Paul, he wore the gloves because he didn't want his hands to be sticky. We all live in the same household, so I think he's too worried about us. Well, I mean, I guess I don't live in the household, but
yeah, I wasn't wearing the gloves because of like COVID or whatever. It honestly, you can definitely smell the cinnamon in it. No, honestly. No, the other guys not good. But.
I'm amazed that Carrie and Ashley didn't know what a cheese ball was. As soon as you make one and you eat one.
Ashley didn't know it either.
Oh my goodness.
Ashley did. I don't know if she's on there tonight. But
it's
Ashley,
a good and bad thing.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that you can't
Ashley
stop.
Ashley did not know it either. I'm actually getting a lot out of this, is what I was hoping for, so it really worked like that. So like I said, if you did big cookies or big mini apple pies, you could do them even more.
Liver ball.
Jennifer
says, I remember the liver ball my grandma made growing up was terrible but tradition.
Liver ball? It's disgusting. They probably think the same thing about her.
I've had liver. I don't think it's bad. You're in the frame. I just wanted to let you know.
Birthday, Brittany!
Here, I'll do her a favor. For a brief moment, guys. You can look at the fridge.
It's polite table 136.
Well, just tell everybody.
If you're nearby, you can steal our Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Paul would have to come down to Indiana, though. Alrighty, so you got 24. You spray them down, but what you're going to do is you're going to put these inside of the cupcake pan, and then you're going to. Can you bring the laptop over here?
Oh, well, I was going to pick up the pan and bring it. But yeah, I can pick the laptop up.
Yeah.
Look at this production, guys.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, kind of how I'm putting them in here, and then you're going to see like they're literally like mini apple pies. It's awesome. What do you think, Brett? So, what are some non-scale victories you guys have been having, or that you had this week? We were kind of talking about that in our ambassador chat room, talking about non-scale victories this week.
Did you put egg in?
No, you don't play that.
I get
You can totally eat one out.
I've been here for the whole thing.
You want my personal opinion? I chop those up more since you did small ones.
The apples up even more?
Yeah.
Okay. My wife said she would chop up the apples even more.
With your one hand.
Paul has any more roasting besides the turkey?
No. Serena has one of those pans. They are amazing. Pain in the butt to store.
Yes.
Jordan's a pain in the butt to store.
My wife will say. And honestly, I think this is the first time we've used this pan because it still had the price tag on it. I think this is the one that Melissa bought you. Remember?
Because I have multiple ones.
Oh, you have multiple?
Yeah,
the
you
small
tried it.
ones?
I have
They're not down there.
I have multiple of the small ones and multiple of the big ones. Regular size.
That was her before time. Now she's a cookie maker. She just had orders today on her birthday. She don't stop. Any NSVs?
Rachel said, non-scale victory. Wearing a bulky sweater and still able to zip my winter jacket.
Woo! That's Rachel. Yeah, because it's freezing where you live, Rachel. I've seen the forecast over there.
So this is what the inside of the pan looks like. They are the cookie base.
Yep.
And that's what he's putting inside there.
I definitely would say if you have more time than what I do and you're wanting to be precise and particular, I would have probably honestly weighed out the mix, like when it's done, to know exactly how much to evenly divide out these, because some of them are thicker than the other ones.
Jennifer had a non-scale victory, said that she can get her wedding ring off without lotion.
Woo!
Deanna says, non-scale victory, I've tracked everything I have eaten.
That's amazing.
Yeah, these are pretty big.
What?
Like they're counting them as victories because they're honestly every
All
day
right, 24.
that you make it.
I'm getting gloves again because I just don't want
To get sticky with the...
Yes, I don't want to get sticky with the pie filling. Oh!
You're afraid you're going to lick your fingers on...
I'm afraid I'm going to lick my fingers on camera.
I can't. He's gonna come in the comments. You know.
I know you.
It's like these plastic gloves.
Oh, one thing I did want to talk about is a big non-scale victory for me is that I told my wife that I am going to be doing a turkey trot on it's hosted by Pretty on Points. She's an iTrackBites ambassador, and you just have to do 5K, either walking, running, or jogging. And y'all, I'm going to be walking. I'm not running or jogging.
Yeah.
But I honestly set it for myself, and I told my wife I'm going to do it. So it is hosted by Pretty on Points. She is our iTrackBites ambassador. So hit her up with information. It's going to be really awesome. It's virtual. So that day, I know it's like you have to do it within 3 days, but I'm really considering doing it on Thanksgiving Day, like what Paul is, getting up and doing it. And then, yeah, it's going to be awesome. So if you guys are interested, I was going to see if Rachel was interested, because I know your driveway, I don't know how long your driveway is, but you could definitely do 3.1 miles. It'll probably take you a little long, but you think that's good enough, babe? Okay. Just want to be sure. All right. So now all it said was,
Rachel's doing the turkey trot.
huh?
Rachel said she's doing the turkey trot.
Move the bowl.
No, I'm excited, and I want like all the iTrackBites community to get involved because I think it's gonna be good. And I've kind of always wanted to do a turkey trot. Honestly, I just never wanted to run. And like the ones we do in our little small town, I drove past it before, and it's like all those people that I'm like, oh, are they walking? Nope, they're sprinting. And I'm like, nope, I'd be that one very nice. So all you do now is you literally just fill it in. Just put some apple pie filling on top. What does it matter? I'm gonna get my hands sticky now. Paul. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go show me on but Paul.
Oh, Carrie has a non-scale victory. Instead of taking handfuls of chips, she counted them out, which is massive.
Woo!
I was just talking to my mom about that.
We're all watching.
Yeah, even my kids are out.
Because my phone is dead.
Oh, because your phone's dead. My first 6-year-old.
Is it pie dough or cookie dough?
This is like, oh, it's not really cookie dough. It's honestly just flour, Splenda, well, I use stevia, and some spices, and butter. It does smell fall. Well, now we're going in the winter, but. I feel like on the cooking shows they always talk, like, and I'm just being awkward and not talking. Sorry, y'all. Back on the retro way, so. Did you see though that young boy that was on like the Kitchen Wars or whatever, he passed away today?
What?
That little kid, like how what's his name did the Kid Wars or the what? Who is that?
I don't know. I'll have to look it up.
I don't know.
The cooking show, like what's his name? The mean one, Gordon Ramsay. He had a kids one in the winter or something like that. He died.
Oh no.
Like he was either 8 or 12. I can't remember.
That's so sad.
Yeah. I didn't actually use all of it.
The first few need more.
First few. Let's hope I can get it out of the pan. That'd be the main thing.
Judy, the recipe, I'll post it towards the end of it, but I have a link to who it was somewhere in the chat. It was thepounddropper.com.
All right. And now let's see, what do you bake it for? I think it's 10 to 15 minutes. 10 to 12 minutes or until golden brown. So put it in here. Put it on 12 minutes. All right. Recipe, we will put that on there. It is a mini pan. Got a small oven and can't even fit a normal sheet pan. I have to make multiple batches, which is frustrating. That stinks. Non-scale victory is making healthy egg bites in my Instant Pot. That's awesome. Like, are they the recipe from, like, instead of going to Starbucks? Because I see that all the time. Now we patiently wait for 12 minutes to pass. I am.
That's a reply back to you when you try to tell us something.
So,
Because you're married to them.
My wife's making fun of me in the background, guys. Let's see. Did anybody saying anything? So this is going to be a very good, and you don't even have to take it to Thanksgiving, honestly, if you're craving. My thing is also, like they used in the recipe, that you can get a sugar-free caramel, drizzle to put on top, or you could get a sugar-free or a fat-free Cool Whip to put on top, honestly. Like make a mini, because you can get the fat-free Cool Whip, and for the amount of like size that you're going to put on those little mini pies, it'd be 0 points added onto it. But that's what I would do. But this will be they're going to make 24 of them, so it's going to be easy for you to, have a couple and indulge, but then also know that, hey, it's fine.
Rachel said, what are you planning for Thanksgiving, and what are you thankful for this year?
Ooh, girl.
He's thankful for his sister.
Yes. I am. Okay, so what we are planning on Thanksgiving is this coming weekend is my wife's grandmother's. We're gathering at her house for a little Thanksgiving, which is going to be great. Her grandma and grandpa just remodeled their kitchen, and so we always have a good time there. That'll be the first festivities that we'll go to. And then next week, on actual Thanksgiving, we go to my grandma's, and that's really good time because it sees all the dad side of the family, etc. And then we actually host Thanksgiving at our house on the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and that's for my mom's side of the family, so they come here. Brittany literally does the turkey, everything. I think that day I'll probably do some Instagram videos for you guys to show you, but she literally stuffs that turkey, cooks it, and then that Sunday, so right after that one, her parents have a little Thanksgiving that we go to. So it's really like 4 Thanksgivings from this coming Saturday on that we do. But yeah, it'll be really nice, and thankful is just thankful for my family to be, healthy and happy. Thankful that my wife got to see another year, so she's 28 now. Both of my kids, they have been happy and healthy all year long, and I'm just thankful for my job and thankful for the career I have. At the end of 2019, we got out of the restaurant business and went into separate pathways, and I went back to healthcare. So it's a very scary time, and then of course COVID happened in the mix of it. But just thankful and very thankful that none of my residents have gotten sick, and my staff has been all healthy here in Northwest Indiana. So, and really thankful that I get to take care of these people. My wife gets to take care of my kids at home, and then I go to work and take care of 40 elderly people every day. But that's what I'm thankful for. And I'm hoping for 2021 to go into it with knowing that, yes, 2020 sucked, and that 2021 has to get better. No matter what. Like, I think if we all just keep our mindset of no matter what happens at the end of 2020, with everything going on, that we still just stay happy and try to be as healthy as we can, get our water intake in, and just crush the goals, guys.
Paul said, also, Jordan, if this is your first 5K/turkey trot, I would recommend you make it memorable and get a finisher's medal or a shirt.
Ooh.
Rachel says, great idea, Paul. Where should we buy one of these shirts? Yeah. And Ashley says, yes.
Yes. That's why I'm honestly thinking of doing it on actual Thanksgiving, because I know Paul is doing his. Now, Paul is doing his super early in the morning. He's doing a 10K. So maybe by the time he gets done with his first 5K, I'll be up and ready and going. But I'm either going to do my 5K up and down my driveway, or I'm going to go to the park in Francisville and do it around the laps in the park. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm excited. I'll have my Apple Watch, and maybe my wife will let me borrow her AirPods for that day. We'll see. My wife's like, probably not.
Strong no.
Strong no. But no, I'm excited to do it. I think it's a good plan to have. And like I said, I'm not into running. Even when I was at the lowest, when I lost all my weight before, I still did not have any inkling of wanting to run. It's not something that I get enjoyment from it. Now walking does. So I'm just ready to get the 5K done.
Judy said, thanks for the video.
Yeah, definitely. We got another 6 minutes, but I've seen, Paul, about the virtual running and stuff like that. I've seen that they get medals. I thought that was pretty cool. because I know a lot of people with like the actual not being able to be there for the 5Ks, they're doing virtual runs this year. So I thought that's pretty cool. But yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I'm excited. Anybody else? Let us know. Like, let me know on Clyde's Daily Life or any of the other ambassadors or Pretty in Points if you're going to be doing the 5K on Thanksgiving. I really hope that you guys. It'd be cool if we all. I wish maybe for next year, the next time we have a virtual 5K, maybe we'll do it for iTrackBites and maybe we'll do it at an actual time. That way, you know what I mean? Oh, Rachel. Rachel's pretty active tonight. Thank you, Rachel.
Active Rachel.
Active Rachel. Yeah.
Jordan, I'll find a cool turkey trot finisher t-shirt online and send you a link to buy. Then we'll be twins. Who else wants the link from Rachel?
Yes. That's awesome. No, I think it's gonna be so cool. And I think like there are so many things happening with iTrackBites right now, guys. I can't spoil it or tell you anything, but there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that's happening that it's also going to make this new coming year awesome with the iTrackBites family, with our community, with our app, with different things. So I just, thank you for people that have been on the iTrax community right now, but it's going to get so much better. And we have so many new ambassadors that came on. It's going to be awesome. And I know the new ambassadors kind of see what's going on behind the scenes space also, and just know that now is the time to get in because it's going to be awesome.
Lou said, is this something that is hosted on fitness provider like iFit?
It isn't. It's honestly just so Pretty in Points has an Instagram. It's Pretty in Points, and she's the one that came up with the idea to do the turkey trot, her and another individual. So I'm going to do it this year with her. I know Paul is, Rachel is, some of the other ambassadors are. And if it's a good turnout like what I think it is, maybe next year for iTrackBites or something, we can host something of another turkey trot next year. Also, I'm not telling you guys to purchase Pro if you haven't purchased it already to kind of like add to your spam menu. But honestly, guys, right now it's at the lowest price it's going to be. And if you don't have Pro already, I would recommend getting it because like the recipe I just did now, you have the recipe builder on the Pro subscription, which I think it's $29.99 for a year. For a year, divide that up by 12. That's like super cheap rather than, any of the other competitors. And I used the recipe builder tonight to figure out that it was 2 bites each. And yeah, you do that, you get access to the company, or not to the company, but to the community. And the community access on the app. So there's a community tab, the recipe builder, and the eating out guides, which is like just the recipe builder alone. Because how many times, Brittany, that you've been cooking dinner and you just throw something together and you're like, well, I don't know if it's going to be bite friendly, whatever. And then we put it in the calculator, we put it in the recipe builder, and it's not bad at all. If not, we would have just kind of threw it together and just said, oh, it is whatever it's going to be.
Tracy's from Canada and they have Thanksgiving earlier.
Yes.
And so she said, you'll have to do an early turkey trot for us Canadians in October.
Yeah. I know one of our ambassadors is from Canada also, so she celebrated Thanksgiving in October. I'm trying to see if these look good. Ooh, they're starting to brown up. What? We just got a new Brita, and my son's already went there like 3 times to fill up his water from the fridge. Is that what he's doing now? Filling up his big cup. All right, ITB turkey trot, taking bites out of Thanksgiving one step at a time.
Does Paul work in marketing?
Actually, he needs to. Paul's a paraphernalia. Is that how you say it? Like, that's what they call, because he works at the school. Like, he helps the teachers.
Oh, okay.
Para something, I can't remember what it's called. Arrived late, was a recipe share.
It'll be added.
It'll be added.
Will it be added into your comments or?
I will, yeah. What I'll do is I will link it up in the comments and then I will put it on the iTrackBites Facebook. I'll go ahead and share the link on iTrackBites Facebook for you guys. I think I need to do the turkey trot. You should. Is that Ashley?
Mhm.
Is it Ashley? Yes, Ashley. Alrighty, it's almost done.
Beverly says she has to work, so she'll be trotting at work.
Woo! It's okay.
Jennifer wants to know. She said, "I don't run. Can you walk a turkey trot?" Jordan definitely is.
I definitely am walking.
I definitely would be.
You can walk, jog, or run. You do not have to. You do not have to run because I am not running, guys. But I think it's just honestly, like, of course, if you're gonna run it, you would already be, in my opinion, you would be practicing it, like you'd be training for it. That's me. If I was doing 3.1 miles, I'd be training, like, to get my speed up and to get it good. But for walking, that's why I'm just trying to put myself mentally there to be like, hey, I'm going to get up on Thanksgiving and I'm going to go do this turkey trot outside, 3.1 miles. It'll take me probably good knows how long, Lord knows how long. But it's just a good thing to know that on that day, kind of like what we were talking about last week. We were talking about last week with Ashley and Paul, especially Paul, is that his outlook of going into Thanksgiving is knowing that he's getting up in the morning, and he's going to exercise and get some calories burnt in the morning. That's kind of how I'm thinking about it for Thanksgiving too.
Hope says, from Ashflat, Arkansas. I love the iTrackBites Pro. Love trying the different recipes.
Yes, yes.
Corinne says, is this like a marathon? And it's like is it just like an event that you put together? Is that what you're saying?
Together, yeah.
So, and it 5K. So what is that in miles you said?
3.1.
3.1 miles.
All right. It says until golden brown.
Paul said, my title makes me sound cooler than I am. Wait, is that what you said, cooler, or did I just say that? Yeah, it makes me sound way cooler than I actually am.
Phenomenal. Yep. You could let them go a little bit longer, a couple minutes longer to like really get them brown, but I have to do enough dishes, so we're gonna go with the plates on this one. Okay. Oh, this is too big. How am I gonna get them out, Brett? Still a knife. Getting a knife.
Watch your fingers.
Wow. Yeah, I think if you had whipped cream to put on, they're pretty cool looking. They are hot. Sorry, I licked my finger.
What would you say the consistency looks like?
Consistency honestly looks like it's a pie crust. They kind of, there's some desserts that are kind of like this too, Brittany.
Yeah, I cut mine in half, so I wouldn't even
All right, well, they make desserts like this
They
too.
look like tarts.
Yeah, they look like tarts. That's what it is. They look like tarts. Cool.
Rachel, I think that Brittany said that you put oil on the pan, right?
You put oil or cooking spray or whatever you do. I use just a little bit of oil. I don't track it just because you're cooking with it. I know that's against the rules, but hey, whatever works, floats your boat, right?
Wait, where was I looking at that? Oh, Corin says, how do we get into do the trot? So you talked about who it is on the page, but is it open for everybody?
It's open for everybody, yep. Yep, it's open for everybody.
And I think in the comments there, somebody, I think Rachel put her Instagram,
Yep, it's Pretty in Points.
Pretty in Points. So somewhere in the comment thread, there'll be her Instagram that you can go to.
Yeah, they remind you of little apple pie tarts. Ooh, ouch. I wish I had whipped cream. It didn't ask for whipped cream. But honestly, if you had whipped cream, make it perfect. You would obviously bring these, and then you would just bring whipped cream because you wouldn't whip cream them all because it would melt, right? That's just me rambling. Sorry, guys. They smell delicious. Can you smell them? Well, of course you can because with your own.
Stop. Corinne says that she doesn't really do Instagram.
Corinne, I understand that. So maybe I will post. Here's what I'll do. Are you inside of the iTrackBites participants page? Not the actual iTrackBites Facebook page, but are you a member of the iTrackBites participants page? Because if you are, I will talk to Lisa, iTrackBites head coach, to see if we can post it in there for everybody to see.
Yeah.
Which I know a lot of people are on the participant page.
Yeah, Beverly said doesn't really do Instagram either.
Yeah, nope. We will. If you guys are on our Facebook, then we can do that. I'm trying to see. I was trying to let them cool down at least.
Now your knife's gonna be hot.
So this is what they look like, guys. So they look like little tarts, little apple pie crust with apple pie filling, and then you would put whipped cream on it. Let's see if it's.
It's gonna be hot. Let people see your reaction.
Yeah, see the little tarts. It's really good. You want to try over it? Huh?
When it cools down. So would you say it's flaky, or would you say it's kind of like cookie consistency? A little moist?
Mm-hmm. I think that's why she said it was a mini cookie. Because it reminds you of a cookie consistency. Or I just got it.
Oh no. Will you hold it up? One that you haven't eaten.
Yep.
So they can see it in the light.
Yep. So they're like little, kind of like Reese cups with, you know, apple pie filling. There are 2 bites each on the Carb Conscious plan. Let me see about. Gotta switch my plans. So they are on Better Balance. Started. They are 3 bites on Better Balance, 2 bites on Carb Conscious. Let's see. That'll be the same as Sugar Smart. So Better Balance and Sugar Smart. Conquer Cravings. They're going to be. Ooh, they're 1 bite on Conquer Cravings, y'all. And then. Don't even want to know what it'll be on keto. Let's see. We'll see if Jeannie can eat it. Oh, nope, they're 13.7 net carbs, y'all. So at 20 a day, that ain't going to work for you. On the keto, I apologize. All right, well, guys, I honestly think if you were to get whipped cream and bring these are definitely what they are. They're like little mini apple pies. So I will post this recipe on the blog or on our Facebook. Well, get my sister to take some photos of them, and then we will get this on the recipe going and all that stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed this live tonight of cooking. If If you want to see anything else like this, maybe we can create a cheese ball next time. Just wanted to kind of do something different for everybody. And with Thanksgiving being next week, I really wanted to get some sort of dessert for you guys to take that you know it's not going to break your bank in points. Like I said, 2 points on the carb conscious plan. That is bomb. Put some whipped cream on it. Literally, you can get 2 of them, 2 for $4. And it would be a very good dessert for you to bring. Conquer Cravings, obviously, is one. But if you decide on that day to honestly just take a non-track day, this is something doable that you know that, hey, you're going to be conscious on what you're eating. You're going to keep your protein, your carb intake in, all that stuff. If you decide not to track on that day, this would be a very good thing to bring for your dessert, because at least you know in your head, eat a couple of them for a dessert. And it's not going to destroy your points for the day, et cetera, et cetera. So,
Corinna asked a question. He said, so carb conscious is the same as sugar smart? Is that what he said?
No, carb conscious is points plus. Sugar smart is green on WW, and better balance is blue on WW.
Everybody said, loved it. Looks good. Have a great night. They got to go. Beverly said, fun cooking show tonight.
Yeah, so I hope you guys really enjoyed it. It was really fun. We'll see if we can get a guest on next week to talk, or maybe we can get some of the other ambassadors on and get some chatting going on before Thanksgiving. But my name is Jordan Clyde from Kylie's Daily Life. And thank you for stopping by tonight. This will be on replay. Go ahead and share it on Facebook. And if you are brand new to iTrackBites or thinking about joining, now is the perfect time. My name is Jordan Clyde from Kylie's Daily Life, one of your iTrackBites ambassadors. You have a good night, guys.